Good day, everyone, and welcome to Obidient Family TV. The program is Hope Alive. Yes, there is hope, whether you like it or not. There is hope in Nigeria. And we also know that a new Nigeria is possible. It's just a matter of time. Well, having said that, good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on your time zone. Once again, we're here to discuss certain things that are happening in Nigeria. As you know, Katakata don't boss for Edo State governorship election, where petition tribunal is sitting, and a whole lot of things is happening. That is in the court matter today, and another matter altogether. But we'll also bring you what went on in Ekiti. For those of you who didn't follow us earlier in the day, where we broke the news that Dele Farotimi was granted bail. But this time around, Nigerians are reacting. Why would Dele Farotimi be in handcuffs in court today, while we have the white lion of Kogi State, who walked majestically to court and was even addressing the court, wearing his white agbada and smiling to everybody, commanding people in the court. What double standard? But as Dele Farotimi has said previously and up till now, that is a victim of Nigeria. That these two things are just the few things we want to discuss today. Why were Nigerians reacting as Dele Farotimi was handcuffed in court today? And again, the issue of the election petition tribunals. With me to have the discussion, I have Angel in the studio, and of course, I will have active citizens who are joining us virtually.
Welcome to the program Hope Alive. Sit tight, relax, let's discuss.
Okay, now that we have gotten properly, now let me cut the chase and get straight to the point, Angel. You know what earlier today, what transpired. I want to get your first reaction. Seeing Dele Farotimi in handcuffs did not go down well with you. Exactly. And you voiced that with me after the program, and we didn't talk about it because we didn't think it mattered. But Nigerians has reacted and actually reached out to us to why would Dele Farotimi be brought to court in handcuffs, while the white lion of Kogi State, who stole billions according to the government, walking majestically to EFCC and to court without any handcuff. Just briefly before we get to...
Yeah, that is the Nigerian corruption. The corruption in the highest places. This person from Kogi, ex-governor of Kogi State, is being accused of embezzlement, while our own Dele Farotimi is just defamation. Alleged. Which even the US people are even saying it is truth.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm even wondering, why should they bring him on handcuff? Is it to shame him or what?
Well,
why the person that is supposed to be on handcuff is just
those are the questions,
doing shakara?
Those are the questions begging to be asked and all of that. But of course, you know that the Take It Back movement has already decided that defying all threats and all the police band that has been sent out to the different formations where they want to hold their rally, and they have said that they are proceeding with the protest. But I think the police should quickly release Dele Farotimi today,
exactly,
so that by tomorrow, if he comes out to tell Nigeria, have a press conference, that we can avoid such massive kind of protest again across Nigeria, because of course it will cost time and money. But while we get to the people who will be joining us to have a discussion on why there is a whole lot of this thing behind Dele Farotimi being a handcuff on all that, I want to also bring to you the issues that has to deal with the Edo State governorship election petition tribunal, which began its pre-hearing session in Benin today. reviewing petition challenging the result of the September 21st, 2024 governorship election as declared by the INEC. However, the session was disrupted by violence when suspected APC thugs stormed the Edo State High Court and scattered everybody, especially the people who had come in at least to hear what is going on in court and all of that. That is supporters of 7 political parties contesting the victory of the APC. They were attacked by suspected APC thugs outside the courtroom. Now, I don't think Nigerians understand how bad we have become as a country because this keeps repeating itself. Even the people who are going to court know that there is no justice that they are going to get in that court, but they keep going. So I don't understand how we have become, so bad. This is Edo State this morning, as we know. And of course, these armed APC thugs, as in chasing PDP and 7 other people, the attendees at the Election Petition Tribunal away. Anyone who has been to an election petition tribunal will tell you the security is always strict with movement here and there. But in Edo State today, thugs made their way in, and from the video that is circulating online, there are police officers just standing and watching and just laughing. Now, who do this kind of thing to Nigeria? That one we know. But anyway, Angel, make we quickly hear what our own people want to talk, especially the issue of the Take It Back movement proceeding on this rally, because I believe that if Dele Farotimi if the bail conditions were met, I believe someone else can just deal with that quickly. Exactly. So that we try as much as possible, first of all, to stop that protest.
Yes,
that
to calm Nigerians
because if we
down.
want to do a bigger protest for the hunger and the starvation that is happening in Nigeria, we can come together and do that. But if we can be able to forestall this, we can make a headway. So, Mr. Ako, Mr. Ako, joining us from all the way from Niger State. Let's get your take on the issue of okay, Ako is not okay. Okay, Bassi, Mr. Bassi, welcome to the show. So let me take you up on that. You see earlier in the day we reported the fact that Dele Farotimi showed up in court in handcuffs, and Nigerians are seriously reacting because we've seen people who had done much more crime, and of course that had been sought after by different agencies of government, and when they were seen, Mr. Bassi, they were not in handcuffs. When they went to the court, they actually addressed the court by themselves, even when they are not a lawyer. But a lawyer being in court today in handcuffs as if he's running away. What is your take?
Good evening, Mr. Kanu. Good evening, Angel. And good evening, Zoom panelists. Good day, viewers across the world, wherever you are listening from. Nigeria, in the words of Dele Farotimi, we are a victim of Nigeria. This clearly tells you that we can't pretend to be citizens. In situation like this, it's clearly shown that we are not citizens of this country. The law are meant for certain people, and certain people are above the law. That's what has they have clearly demonstrated. And it's unfortunate that level of so discrimination amongst the elite and the so-called citizen, which we are not. So, and I don't understand why they should put handcuff on his wrist. I think their intention is just to shame him, to make him look bad. But the truth is that the more they try to do that, the more Dele's popularity increases. And he will not be the first person or activist who has been handcuffed to be shamed. And neither will he be the last. But I must say here that the intentions of government, they have failed in their intention, because Nigerians are no longer interested in how you parade him. They are interested in the fact that this is a human rights defender, someone who stands for the citizen, for the common man in the society. So they can go about and do whatever they feel they want to do. And my only concern is that I only hope that Dele will be able to get justice, because this is a court that is being infiltrated by the people who have chosen not to do the right thing, but rather they will only act on what government, the script that the government had given to them. So I only hope that he will be able to get justice at the end of the day. But on the issue of the bail condition, I would hope that government should do all they can to avert any protests. Haven't gotten this far. In the first place, if you look at all the charges, from defamation charge, they have moved to cyber security crime. I mean, this clearly tells you how these people are. They are just looking for all manner of things to rope him in, because they could not find legitimate means to hold him onto the defamation charges. They now had to drop that and move on to cybercrime charges.
Yeah, I didn't know if you noticed, Mr. Bassi, the fact that even the charge that arrest of Dele Farotimi in the first place, which is the libel and defamation, is not even it is not even in the laws of Ekiti State, meaning that they call it the AG, the Attorney General of Ekiti State was not even consulted before they left to even hammer him with this charge. That is on one part. But let me also take this opportunity for you to address these two things I want to mention. So the second one is about the Take It Back movement, which has declared an intention to continue with a planned protest in Ekiti, Lagos, Abuja, London, Canada, and of course different places, aiming at denouncing the unrest and detention of human rights lawyers. Now, the decision stands in defiance of warnings from the Ekiti State Police Command, which recently banned public protests, unlawful gathering and the use of fireworks, citing security risks. Now, I just want you to look at it from the perspective of if Dele Farotimi is, by tomorrow morning, if the government of that is holding him releases him based on the fulfillment of this bail condition, do you think that it's reasonable to stop the protests pending than taking the protest any further, since we have attained the possibility of him being released, even albeit on bail? So I just want you to get your opinion on these two things. One has to do whether the protest you think should be halted if Dele comes out probably tomorrow to say he's free, and also the other issue. What is your take, very quickly?
I really don't see how they can stop the protest if Dele is not released today, by tomorrow it would have been too late because the protesters would have hit the streets. So I think the best time for them to avert this protest is today. So, and I know that a lot of well-meaning Nigerians have made frantic effort to ensure that he's being released today on bail. But if that fails, if government decide to put a stumbling block to that, it therefore means they are the ones that are already inviting the protest. But like I said, if he cannot be released today, I really don't see how that protest can be stopped tomorrow, because they would have hit the streets. The protesters would have hit the street tomorrow. So the best time for them to deal with that should be today, in my own opinion.
Right. Okay, okay. I'll come back to you on the Edo State Tribunal, but let me quickly know if Mr. Ako is okay. Ako, I don't know if you're privy to the discussion. I should, put you up to speed because of time. But if you are, we're just simply discussing. Do you think that the protests called by the Take It Back movement should continue against tomorrow, while we await whether, since Dele Farotimi has been granted bail, or you think otherwise? What is your take? And then the other thing is why Dele Farotimi was brought to court in handcuffs while we have other people of high profile who are not in handcuffs and who are also granted bail immediately.
Thank you, Mr. Kanu. Good evening, listeners. Everything that has been happening since the inception of this illegitimate mandate of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has all called for massive action, massive protests. So the issue of whether it's being released today, granted bail today or otherwise, does not justify why a protest should not hold. Because when you look at the picture, there is no justification why Dele Farotimi should be in prison in the first place. There is no justification why he should be handcuffed. Whereas criminals like the alleged criminal, like in person of the former governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello, bouncing into the FCC and bouncing into the court, despite evidence against him of having stolen billions of naira belonging to Kogi State government. So when you compare the two, you see the clear justification of Dele Farotimi's position, where he wrote Nigeria and its criminal justice system. The judiciary vindicated his position as detailed in that book. So I am of the opinion that the protest tomorrow is very critical and should go on. All sane Nigeria, all well-meaning Nigerians should see themselves as victims waiting to happen. Today is Farotimi. Tomorrow, who is next? We have a government that is so illogical, so mad at the citizens. As a matter of fact, Dele Farotimi has made it clear that he is not a citizen. He's a leper. He's a victim of the Nigerian system. And his experience over the past few days has justified his assertion. So there is no reason why that protest should not hold. Even if Dele Farotimi is released with compensation, that protest should hold. Because the APC ruling party has taken Nigerians for granted. Everything they have done since May 29 has been on the opposite. So Nigerians need to show them that the ultimate power belongs to the people. So the people need to wake up on the slumber. Thank you.
Okay, let's take the opinion of Mr. Tony. Tony, of course, you've heard from Mr. Bassi and Mr. Ako. What is your take? Do you think that the protest should continue, or since there is already a bill in process right now that it should be halted? What is your take?
Yeah, I think the protest should go on as planned, because it should serve as a lesson to the powers that be that human rights of every Nigerian is important. After all, tomorrow is World Human Rights Day. So that's a very good opportunity also to show Nigerian government in particular that human rights is very important, and Nigerians cherish their freedom to protest, to say their minds, and to act reasonably without interference, without threats of harm by the government. So that's my take on that. It should go on. As yeah, okay, that's my.
Okay. I haven't taken that. I think I'll get back to you on the. Let me quickly say to Mr. Bassi, you can see the difference between your opinion and that, but won't you agree with them, especially the fact that tomorrow is the International Freedom, is it Human Rights Day? Won't you agree that being an International Human Rights Day, that tomorrow may be an acceptable day for protest, Mr. Bassi?
Thank you so much. Fela in his popular music said, they want Dajo's human right. People who don't understand what human right is all about. Yes, tomorrow, coincidentally rather, is International World Human Rights Day. But do we really have human rights in this country? Well, it will also be an opportunity to just march and let the world join other human rights nations of the world to march and establish the fact that Nigerians, more than any other country, deserve to have human rights enshrined in their nation. But like I said, I don't even see anything stopping that strike, because in as much as Dele has not been released from the bail today, I don't see anything that can stop that protest going ahead. That was what I said. I didn't say that they should stop the protest. I said if government truly want that protest not to go on, well, they have opportunity to deal with that situation today. But tomorrow will be too late.
Okay. And what is, in just seconds, what is your take on the issue of the Edo State Petitions Tribunal? What is your take on that, very briefly, because of time? Because we heard that, why do people still believe in this tribunal, that about 7 of the parties are still in that very governorship election petition tribunal, that of course the thugs suspected to be APC attacked them today? My question is, why do people continue to go to election tribunal petition where they know that justice will not be availed to them? Why do they continue to do that?
Anyone? Yes, the people who go to tribunal, the aggrieved parties, yeah, they just want to ventilate their exhaust the legal means, so it won't look as if they didn't do it. is just to fulfill all righteousness. Not because they truly believe that they might get justice, but it's just to fulfill all righteousness, so that tomorrow nobody will blame them that they didn't take advantage of the opportunity presented by the law.
Yeah, but if they believe that if the APC believe that they won the election, why are they now sending their talks to scare people off from the tribunal premises?
This is part of the intimidation that the current government in Edo State have they've started exhibiting. It shows you what is going to happen and how that state is going to be governed going forward from this moment under the leadership of APC government. So this is just what it is. Don't forget that the talks that assisted them to win election, they are known and well-established talks that have been terrorizing the street and the city of Edo State. So now they believe it is their rule. So they have they are being enabled by government to go on rampage and do whatever they like. That's a clear indication of what has happened today. But in a normal situation, what I should expect PDP to do is to petition the tribunal, so that tribunal should be moved to Abuja, a more safer environment, to allow them to prosecute their cases. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And Mr. Tony, just your final word on this very particular issue. Just your last word. Why do you think that Dele Farotimi is going to get justice in the Nigerian court after what we just witnessed, and the fact that the criminal justice system is what he is seeking to get a reform into, because what he's looking for is reform. In just 30 seconds, can you tell me your take on whether you think he can get justice in Nigerian courts?
I think if anybody's going to get justice, he's going to get justice, because Nigerians have been alerted, international community has been alerted as to what's going on. They are confused. And that is why the IG went ahead and filed his own separate lawsuit. And I thought the gentleman, Fele Babalola, is the one petitioning. He is the one that's supposed to be charging Farotimi and not the police. So they're confused right now. And I think knowing what we know now, I think any judge will be very cautious in his or her ruling in this matter.
Okay. Mr. Ako, your final words, please. Your final words, what is your take? Do you think that Dele Farotimi will get justice in the court of law after this his bail and he comes to prepare for his trial?
If Dele Farotimi gets justice, it is the reaction, the massive reaction of the people that makes them get justice. Not because the judiciary, so to say, are interested, because he is fighting the judiciary, which is a just cause. He has a case, and the judiciary, on the other hand, of course, will not be happy to pass a case in his favor, which will put them or portray the judiciary in a bad light. But in this case, their hands are tied. And so be it. The people whom Dele Farotimi is fighting for are definitely going to react. If Dele Farotimi is in prison today, it means all human rights activists are in prison. So we are all involved in this matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ako, Mr.
And of course, Mr. Tony, for being with us today. And of course, we hope to be seeing you as soon as tomorrow, so that we can continue this very conversation. And to you viewers,
Thank you for being with us. This as much as we can take, and let Angel take the final words.
Yes, so my active citizens and Obidient worldwide, like, share, subscribe. Let other Obidient know what is going on. The more they want to ridicule Dele Farotimi, the more famous he becomes. Yes, at 95 years, Afe Babalola supposed to be a symbol of wisdom and unity, not a rot and destruction. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you. We love you. But God loves you more. Bye for now.